Okay, boys and girls, we've learned a lot about lines and they have names. What we're going to do today is we're going to use thick and thin lines and we're going to do a collage. Now first you're going to get a piece of coloured construction paper, and I'm going to give you a choice of a few colours that you can pick. This one I've chosen is a peachy colour. Then you're going to get on your desk a variety of coloured strips of construction paper, and they're thick and thin. So if you see this one here, this is a thin strip, and if I pick a thick one out, you can see, there you go boys and girls, now you can see the difference between the thick and thin line. So what I'm going to do is I would like you to take your picnic blanket, and with a glue stick I would like you to pick different colours and layer them. And with a glue stick, once you've got them all lined up the way you'd like them, we're going to place them and stick them so they don't move. Okay, now this one I'm going to do this way, just like that, okay? So I'm going to, with a glue stick, I'm going to go round that edge, turn it over, and very carefully make sure it stays within that shape, okay? I'm going to do the same with my thin line. I'm going to run a glue line right across, turn it over, and stick it down. You can do this one, go across, okay, and then turn it round, stick it down, and same for this one. Alright, you guys are going to make a slightly bigger one than me. This is just an example for the video. So now I've got thick and thin lines. Okay, you can see this one here, and actually I've got one that I made earlier like that. And I'll show you with this one. Now you all have a set of markers on your table. Now with your markers you are now going to take colours and you're going to draw lines, but you're going to create patterns. So we've learned again like different lines. So if you wished, using your knowledge, this one is the curly line. Remember we talked about this curly hair. So I'm going to fill that bar up with curly lines. Now if we're talking about patterns, patterns are repeat symbols. So I could do love hearts, and I repeat that symbol and keep going. Another great line that we could also use are zigzags. So when you do a zigzag, remember it goes up and down, they are diagonal lines, zigzag, zigzag. Alright, and if I wanted to, I could actually do another zigzag, just like a V inside, to create a pattern. So that's what we're doing today, is we're creating our own picnic blanket, but we're putting designs along the bars. You're going to continue that until you've got your pattern completely filled, and you can see examples here and you'll see them at the end of the lesson as well. Now the very last thing that we are going to do is we're just going to make it into a real style of blanket, and you see there I've kind of cut a little fringe. With scissors you're just going to go along the edge and you're going to nip, nip, nip very carefully, little fringe, and you're going to do this on the short end, not the wide end. So you see the difference between the short and the wide end. So I'm going to just keep going all the way to the very, very end, okay? And just fringe it up a little bit. And there, boys and girls, when I have that completely finished, I should have a picnic blanket that is packed full of thick and thin collage lines. And collage is when we're gluing on paper and found objects, and today we're using paper, so this is a collage, and then we're using our markers to create a line design and lots of patterns. So don't forget all the lines that we've learnt, okay? So like there's that lovely spirals that we learnt as well. So remember, you put your marker down and then you work from the middle outwards, and you can overlap them so they're like little springs. We've learnt about wavy lines. So So in here I could do a wavy line. And we've learnt about scallop lines that go up to a point, curve to a point. So these are lovely curved lines that are all linked. And then any other lines that you can remember to look on the board and you'll see some examples. And there you go, boys and girls, now it's your turn. Let's go and make some art.